these days, I think
for CCTVs.
Oh,
hey
yeah.
God, what's skipping?
We also have new stocks.
Okay.
So here, yesterday we sold the 15,000, which is a solar.
But we can still use it for the other. Thank God she's here.
Yes.
Someone was skipping you.
I slept late, then the traffic was mad. Is he here already?
Not yet. He called in, he'll be a little late, but he'll be here any moment.
Oh, thank God I beat them to it. Hi.
Carol, Mr. Alfred would like to see you though.
What? Oh my God, I hope I haven't gotten my big ass in trouble.
I doubt. With the CEO coming in today, instead of landing yourself into trouble, I bet you'll be getting a promotion. Come on, you deserve it, girl.
Thank you.
I'll let you settle. I'll see you later, okay?
Okay. Oh my God. Why so nervous? Why so nervous, Sandra? Relax. Okay, Mr. Alfred wants to see me. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Please sit.
Thank you. How is your wife and your children?
Very well. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Binta said you wanted to see me.
Yes. You know the CEO will be coming in today.
I'm where?
Good. Yeah, we are done with all necessary renovations and acquired more offices as he instructed.
That's right. I'm aware of that too. And I can assure you that the CEO will be impressed with all of your achievements.
I doubt. From what I've heard about him, I've heard he's not this kind of man you can easily get impressed. And it will be more disastrous if all departmental heads fail to outline the achievement for the couple of years he has not been around.
Well, sir, speaking on behalf of the marketing department, I can assure you that we're going to give excellent presentation.
Cassandra, that is where the problem is. Mr. Wale will not be coming in. Better still, he might be here, but a little bit late.
What?
Yes, his daughter is down with flu. He has been in the hospital since 2 a.m. And that leaves you as the next in line as assistant head to the presentation for the marketing department.
Oh, wow. But I don't have any of the materials with me. I mean, I did work with Mr. Wale on the presentation, but I forwarded all the materials to him. And without those, I can't deliver.
That will not be a problem. I've spoken with Mr. Wale and I asked him to forward the complete data analysis to you. He has done that, so all you need to do is that when you get settled, get through your system, glance through the whole presentation, and I trust you can do a good job.
I'll do my best, sir.
Thank you. Cassandra.
Sir.
Whole lot of people depend on you. Do a good job.
I'll do my best, sir.
Sure.
Thank you.
All right, then.
Trouble. Not so much. Mr. Wale's daughter is down with the flu and now I have to stand in for him.
That's sad.
I know.
Is that all to it?
What do you mean? That's all?
Because I heard rumors about the CEO. It's rude, scary, and intimidating.
Shh. You have said that 1,000,000 times over since it was announced that the boss is coming to use here as his headquarters.
You know, you should borrow more wisdom from Google. Check this guy out. He's smoking hot and handsome.
Another rumor.
You know the saying, every atom of rumor is an atom of truth.
Right.
No, I don't blame Wally for checking out at the last minute using his daughter as an excuse.
Using his daughter as excuse. It better be a liar. I choose to believe his daughter is really sick. Because if it turns out to be a lie, I'll kill him. Isn't that heavy?
Oh, yes, I'll keep it. I'll see this out.
Yes.
Okay, sir. We have a lot of them in stock here. We have this. We have this. We as well have this. And the benefit of this one is that if you should put it outside, it will get the view very, very well. This is for outside, CCTV. And this one right here, if you put it inside the house, if actually Amdrobas comes in, they won't notice the camera on time. So this one is very, very perfect for inside the house. While this or this one, this is best tech, the best in town. So it's 100% original. Yes, original. So let me just show you.
You're welcome, sir. Welcome. Nice to have you here. You're welcome. We've long awaited your arrival. I know definitely you will like it here. And for the records, you're a fine man.
Mr. Alfred.
Yeah.
Don't you think that's a bit too much, telling your boss on his first day?
Oh, really? I am sorry. It's just that I am just kind of...
I understand that. It's okay, Mr. Charles here will understand and appreciate your compliment. So, shall we go now?
Of course. The management staff are waiting.
All right,
Yeah.
you can lead the way.
Okay, of course. You're welcome. Welcome.
Hello. Yes. Shh. Really? I'll be with you shortly.
So, what do you think? To your taste, right? Mr. Anthony here was trying to
Mr.
explain.
Alfred, why don't you go back to your duties for today? Let me take it up from here.
But you remember you were trying
Alfred.
to... Don't hesitate to call me if you need anything.
Sure, the secretary will call you should the CEO need anything.
Okay. Once again, you are welcome, Mr. Charles. I was beginning to think that I work for a ghost.
Alfred?
It's okay. I'll be my face.
Okay. He's very funny, but stupidly funny when he's nervous. I mean, I've never seen him like this.
But I do not bite.
Yeah, but you've not said or reacted to anything he said since your arrival. Well, aside from the few words you threw back there.
Well, I like what I'm saying.
Simple.
Ah, this is beautiful. It's more like it.
Just what I expected to hear from you.
Whoa! Oh! Oh my God. Ah.
Are you okay, sir?
No, I'm not okay. You see, I have never felt this nervous all my life. I couldn't breathe in his presence.
I totally agree with you. You perceive that aura too. I thought the CEOs are uptight and all that. But this is the first time I'm seeing one with zero emotions. God.
You people have to be mindful of what you say about the CEO. If you can comfortably run this company in shadows for the past 3 years through Mr. Jonas, you need to know what it means this time he's around. Have a nice day, ladies.
What did I say wrong? It's not like I've said the abominable. Girl, did you just look at him? Like, did you see his eyes? Did you see his lips? Oh my God, I will embrace death if he can only gaze upon my face. Did you listen to his voice? His voice is so husky and
Stop it.
masculine. I feel like shouting hallelujah.
Binta, stop it!
Oh,
Just stop it.
stop that. What did I do?
What in the world? What was that? Wait, what just happened? This place is owned by Charles? Everything? Everything him? But how? How did he... Does he... Oh, dear God.
How could you do this to me? Tony, why would you do this to me?
Charles, I really don't understand why you have to be sounding like this. I mean, I'm not a magician to have known it's the same Sandra here. I don't have a picture of her. I only saw her resume and she's good for the job. I employed her. Believe me, she's been doing very, very well, and she's been the one bringing in all our major clients.
Honestly, I am not happy with you. I am not happy with you. This is totally unacceptable. Tony, you know I can't stand her. You know it.
Charles, I think you don't need to be dragging this. Let's just think about, like, putting on a call to your parents and know how they're doing, try to see them, because they've been, like, waiting to see you for years.
I have their numbers and I'll go see them whenever I can. I am disappointed.
Sandra! Sandra!
No, this is not good. This is not good. Sandra! Sandra! Where is she? Where the hell is she? Oh my goodness. She's not done anything stupid. Why? Pick up, Binta, pick up. Where is she? Sandra, where have you been? Are you okay? Where are you? Where were you? And what is that doing there? Sandra, you said you wouldn't fall back in. You said you were recovering. So, what is this? What is it doing here? Talk to me.
I'm fine. I didn't take it. Sure, I brought it out to drain my sorrows away, but I didn't get to taking it.
If you say so. Where did you go?
I took a walk.
Sandy, is everything okay? Obviously everything isn't fine because you wouldn't be so tempted to bring this out so spill. Sandra?
Yes, Mom. Yeah. I am sorry I haven't been the good son you used to know.
What? You are my son. And as long as I'm still alive, I'm going to fulfill my duties to you as a mother. Welcome home, son.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you.
I really hope you take care of yourself while you handle whatever you need to handle.
Sure, I will. And you too. Love you, Mom.
Oh, I love you too, son. I hope you will visit.
You chose the wrong place. You just can't be here. No. You can't be here. Sandra, you cannot. I don't care. I don't care if we are giving her 20 million naira. She can even have my kidney for all I care. But I want her out of my company, and that's all.
You're being irrational, and you know that.
I am not thinking, and I don't want to think. I want her gone, and that's all.
Charles, are you still traumatized?
I am not traumatized. I am irritated by her presence, and you know it.
Obviously, it's written all of it.
Oh, Tony. Tony, I am not joking. Just go and do as I've said. Just go.
She can sue you, you know.
No, she can't. Because she's hungry. We are going to give her money. That's all she has ever wanted. Don't you get it?
Charles, Sandra is a good girl.
Really? I say.
And what are you doing?
Being CEO.
Laid off? Why?
Oh, Mr. Alfred, let's just say the CEO here is not pleased with the turnout of events since his return. So he has decided to do the needful.
But that can be fixed. We can do something. Sir, you may not know, but Miss Obiora is a great asset to this company. As a matter of fact, she single-handedly attracted the 4 biggest clients we have here. She's good at what she does.
No one is denying that, Mr. Alfred. But she has to go. I am sorry.
Not Cassandra. Not at all. Sir, if there is anything she has done, I want to beg you to temper justice with mercy. No, better still, I can talk to her. If there's something she's not doing right, she can retrace her steps and do it better.
10 million naira. 10 million naira. That's what she gets as a severance pay. And Mr. Alfred, you can agree with me that that is 5 times bigger than what she will make, even if she decides to work here for the next 5 years.
But what I am trying to make you understand...
Listen, Alfred. Tell Cassandra to report to the HR department immediately she comes back from lunch. I think we're done.
Thank you, sir. Charles, I think you're making it obvious to everyone that you really, really hate this girl.
Of course I do. Do I need to hide it?
Hello, sir. Now? Okay. I'll be with you shortly. I demand an explanation. This is wrong, and you know it.
Cassandra, does it matter what I think or not? I do not have an upper hand here. Even if I do, I cannot go against the wish of the CEO.
What? The CEO did this.
Cassandra, you have to calm down. Take it easy. I discussed with him and he said he's giving you 10 million naira severance fee. That's a good start.
Have you lost your mind? Do you think I'm playing? Listen to me. I want that design on my desk tomorrow. I am not joking with you. I want it on my desk. Else, kiss your job goodbye. Idiot.
Just, I need an explanation.
It is Mr. Andrews to you. Secondly, I owe you or no one else no explanations as to how I run my company.
You owe me an explanation. I love my job and I am good at it. Over the past week that you arrived at this place, there is not one thing you can clearly say that I did wrong. So I find it unjust to be laid off like that.
Sandra, you were getting 10 million naira for leaving this job.
This is not about the money. There's dignity in my labor.
It's about the money. You have always wanted the money. You still want the money. You know nothing. No love, no sin.
Cassandra, I am deeply sorry. I wish there is something I can do to help you. I wish there is something I can do to make him reverse his decision. But he seems a bit stubborn. I am sorry.
Why would he do this to you? Don't worry, I'll help you do it.
No, it's alright. I want to do this.
Calm down, I'll help you.
Cassandra. You need to go home, Cassandra. He gave you till tomorrow to come in. So you can come in tomorrow, clear your desk and sign out.
That man is a bastard. Yes, he is. Why her? Come on, there is Amadi, there is Ege. Why Cassandra? She's been nothing but dedicated to this job.
It's okay. It's okay. Can you help her to her car, please? Cassandra? I am sorry.
Leave out. I'll drive you.
I'll be fine.
Calm down.
I can get home.
I can't believe this. I cannot believe this, Sandra. Why didn't you tell me? If Binta hadn't called me, I wouldn't have known you were fired. Okay, what was his reason for your termination? Tell me, what was his reason? Nothing. Just like that. No, this is unacceptable. This is absolutely wrong. Just because he's the boss, he thinks he can fire you just like that. Just like that? No, this is wrong.
So he was your friend in secondary school.
Yeah,
Now he's a politician.
exactly what I said.
And he offered you a job in the government. Then you turned it down.
You are an attentive listener. That's why I love you. Yes? What's that for?
Are you out of your mind? What's wrong with you, Charles?
What are you saying?
You keep doing this. You get golden opportunities, rare chances, yet you continuously turn all of them down.
Sandra, calm down, right? I don't know why you're sounding like that. It's not as if I don't have a job. I have a job.
From where I'm standing, you don't have a job. Are you kidding me? You call that change you earn every month? Earning a living? I'm sorry, baby, but you don't have a job.
At least, my job is genuine. I don't want to soil my hands all in the name of making it quick. We will get there. Surely we will get there. Please.
When and how? With the way we live?
Cassandra.
Charles, stop doing this. Please, I beg you. Stop working so hard and enriching another man's pocket.
Listen, babe. It doesn't matter. Alright, I believe in the future yet to come. Though it's scary, but I really do. That future is really going to be beautiful, and I want you and I to be there. Okay? Because I love you. And nothing can change that.
You don't get it. You just don't get it. This is pointless.
Cassandra! Cassandra! You don't just walk out on me like that.
Baby, I have an assignment to turn in tomorrow. I'll call you, okay? I overreacted? Have you even been listening to me?
Of course I have been listening to you. And while you have made your point, he has made his too.
What point did he make? What reasonable guy will turn down a golden opportunity over a lame excuse?
Sis, it might be lame to you, but not to him. And you need to slow down. You seriously need to slow down. Because if you continue like this, you will end up scaring Charles.
I am doing what is right for him and for me. There's nothing wrong with that.
Everything is wrong with what you're doing. Fine. I understand that you are scared that we might end up with men like our father. Mom was mom. We have our lives to live.
Well, perhaps if mom did what I'm doing now for Charles when she and daddy were young and dating, they would have had a better future. Their future would have been, mwah. I'm doing the right thing. If Charles is going to be my husband, I'm doing the right thing. That is if he kind of ends up being my husband.
Did you just say kind of? Sis, you brought this guy home and you told us that you love him. So why you...
It's because I love him that I'm pushing him to do better. It's love.
You're pushing Charles way too hard, sis. You are pushing him way too hard. The fact that he refused to accept this offer doesn't mean he has not been thinking about getting a better future or securing a better future for you and him.
What you know, you're a little girl.
I know, right? I am.
You're sulking. You got what you've always wanted. She's out.
I know.
But you're not happy.
Do I need to write it on my forehead?
How do you think she's doing right now?
Does it look like I care? I am fine.
Charles, I thought you said you've forgotten.
You are a lawyer, man. Don't always believe what you're told. How is the matter taking everything?
How do you expect her to take the whole thing? I mean, today, Mom, she's dead.
You know, I was shocked when I got to know that the person you were getting married to happens to be her younger sister. But not as mad as I am right now, knowing that you employed her into my company without my consent.
Charles, I think we don't need to go through this right now. I mean, how do I get to know this is the same Sandra? I only have a name in my head and not a picture. Come on, she's good at what she does, so just drop this.
She's a living demon. Keep them away from her. She's toxic. You heard me. Who do you say you are again?
Barrister Nancy will be Miss Cassandra Obiore's attorney. I'm here to seek the reason behind my client's illegal termination of employment, and I'll need a cogent and verifiable reason.
You live with her?
That's none of your business. So, can we get down to the business at hand?
Listen, lady. This is my establishment. And I have the right to fire whoever I deem unfit and unnecessary liability. Satisfies your curiosity?
Have you heard of something called an employee's right?
The one I gave them?
Look, Mr. Charles, I don't give a damn if you're the CEO or not. You can't just go around exercising your power just because you feel you can trample on the rights of these innocent people. What did you think? You would lay off my clients and that's it? Well, think again, mister, because you just got your ass in hot fire.
Harmless. Really? Oh, well, forgive me for not knowing such innocent that can't hurt a fly. Guess what? I do not care. Yeah, I don't care. I need you to help me talk to her. Tell her to clear out from her desk today. Oh, sorry. She has less than 24 hours. I'll sue her.
You think this is funny, don't you?
Well, lady, I've got a lot in my plate. To be wasting my precious time talking about some unnecessary liability I already got rid of.
That's a human being.
I don't care.
And she has a name.
I don't care. I am actually expecting some clients. Now. So if you don't mind, use the door, barrister.
Nancy.
Have a good day.
Yeah. Now, Mr. Charles, this won't be the last time you hear from me. Have a good day yourself.
Hey man, what's up? Well, is there a reason a certain woman wants to kill you?
What are you talking about?
Well, I bumped into a woman who supposedly was just coming out from your office, really, really angry. Tell me, what's your deal with her? Barrister Nancy Obi. Do I even want to know why an attorney is on your ass?
Apparently, Sandra believes 10 million won't do the magic. So she got a lawyer to play.
Sandra is suing you.
That's what it looks like. But I don't care. I already told you she's a good digger.
Well, Charles, don't worry. I'll take care of this.
It's alright. It's fine. I am not bothered anyways. I can't believe I agreed to this stupid idea of yours. Tony, know I am a busy man. Every second means a lot to me. You know it.
Charles, I understand. I believe she is the one.
Oh, Mr. Tony, I am so sorry I'm late. Crazy traffic.
You're welcome.
Oh, no apologies to you.
None expected, but I would appreciate it if you learn how to keep to time.
Like I said before, no apologies. So, can we get done with this?
Where is Miss Obiora?
She's not coming.
Why?
You don't think it's better getting hit by a truck than seeing your face?
The feeling is mutual.
Exactly why we're here. You don't like seeing her face, so you fired her without as little as a heads up.
Where have you seen a boss giving an employee heads up before firing her?
There is something called a warning.
And there is something called rules.
And she flouts them?
Hey guys,
I would like to know.
it's okay. Look, we can go on dragging this all day. Believe me, I don't have that luxury of time. Can we just get down to business?
Most definitely, Leonard colleague.
So what exactly does your client want?
Answers. And I swear by the law, if I don't get them, I am so suing his ass.
Tell me, your client is not here with you right now. What does that mean? Just one thing. She's not the one that is doing this with you.
Well, Mr. Tony, I am her lawyer and I speak for her. It's either I get what I want or we see in court.
You know, for a lawyer, you are good with threats.
It was a promise, Mr. Charles, not a bluff.
Well, I don't understand this. Sandra wasn't brutally laid off. She was given a severance fee. A fee 5 times bigger than any normal severance fee. So tell me, why is she doing this?
Because she's a desperate gold digger.
You know, for a boss, you're too quick to speak.
It is not every day that people pass off such compliments. So, thanks, darling.
I don't get this. I really don't get it. I mean, why is it so hard for your client to say what warranted him kicking off my client from a job she's damn good at?
Honestly, I don't know where this whole conversation is headed. I fired my employee with a good pay. What's all this? An extra 5 million. I don't like seeing your face. Get lost.
I don't think she knew about my smart-ass colleague long shot.
Does it matter? She stood in for her. Time and again, she proved me wrong.
Charles, I understand you're angry. And
I am not angry. I mean, I never expected anything from her, so why should I be disappointed?
Charlie.
One more word about her and I will ask you out of my office.
Alright, that's okay. We're doing drinks tonight, remember?
I don't think.
You are. See, I'm not letting you withdraw under my watch this time. 5 p.m. or I'll be the one to come pick you. Like hell you do.
Paz, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have gone there without...
But you did anyways. And that was not right.
I knew if I told you, you wouldn't let me.
Of course I would let you.
Are you kidding me? Why in the world will I let you do what you just did? Forget about this, all right? I deserve it.
I knew there was no way he'd let me continue to work in his company, but I guess I deluded myself into thinking that maybe, just maybe he's over everything.
What the hell are you talking about? And why do you deserve to be treated like shit? From the way he acted there, it was quite obvious he abused his power when he fired you. And that is not right.
How is that not right? It's his company.
His establishment.
Tess, if I didn't know any better, I would say you're sticking up for this guy. For crying out loud, he insulted you. Not once, but twice. So why are you doing this?
Because he's Charles Andrews.
It's Charles. My Charles.
Charles that the one I abandoned on our wedding night 3 years ago. It's Charles. Same guy I dumped and ran off with his brother. That is Charles. Listen to you. I'm so excited. Thank you so much. So much.
What are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing?
Um,
What?
Yes, we talked about this.
And?
And I promised.
To wait.
Wait. I'm ready to wait.
Sometimes waiting seems like a far-fetched.
Can we not do this? Please. Are you okay?
Mm-hmm. Are you?
Yes, I am. Do you regret it? I mean, considering the fact that you were still a...
I don't regret it. Do you?
No. I will never regret having what I had with you.
I'm glad it's you, baby. I'm glad it's you and not some random guy that will toy with my emotions later.
You know I can never do that to you. It's you now. And it's going to be you forever. I love you.
I love you, baby.
I love you very much. I've been thinking. I want us to go and see my parents. But this time, I want to make my intentions known to them.
Oh, wait a minute. What? Oh my God. Isn't that too early? And don't we have a lot on our plate already? I mean, I have school, you have work, and then there's a company you just started. Isn't it too much?
Mm-mm. I know it's going to be very, very hard, difficult, but with you, it's gonna be easier. Honey, you want me to be better.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be better for you. I want us to build our future together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let's. Come here.
Mm.
Guys, I am so sorry. I know it wasn't in my place and I was so stupid. I should have asked you before sticking up with my assumptions. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. And what's done is done.
I guess I wasn't thinking clearly. Actually, I never meant to stretch it, but he was totally out of it. I mean, he was as rude as anything you could ever think of. I guess I lost my cool and went extreme. I'm really sorry.
He didn't used to be like that.
Who? That man?
I know him. We dated for 3 years before everything went down the drain. He was the most loving and caring person I ever knew. And then I ruined him. He used to be this cold-hearted person that he is now. And Nancy, if I could go back in time and change things, I would. He's a good person. He doesn't deserve all that I did.
Hey, Oga Charles.
My dad.
Welcome, sir.
How far?
Fine, sir. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. You know you have nothing to fear, right? It's just my mom and my dad. Moreover, you've spoken with my mom several times on the phone. You should have gotten familiar with her.
Charles, talking with her on the phone and seeing her one-on-one are two different things entirely. Besides, first time we spoke, she wasn't so aesthetic.
But she aged off eventually. Now both of you get along so well, even more than she does with my younger brother. Hey, I am here for you, with you and always. She may be scary, but she doesn't bite. Okay? Come, let's go. No way, Dad. I won't have you mellow in my private life. Never. No way. No way.
Don't work out on me like that, son. I said, come back.
Cassandra here.
Oh, Charlie boy. Good to have you here.
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad. I missed you.
I missed you too, Dad. I missed you too.
Charlie boy.
Good to see you.
Yes.
Good to see you, sir.
Dad. Mom, meet Cassandra, my fiancée. Honey, my parents, Professor and Mrs.
At last. Charlie has said so much about you. Never stopped singing praises of you. We're glad you're here finally.
Thank you so much, sir. I am most pleased to be here.
So we met finally, Cassandra. You're welcome to our humble abode. Please.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
So, is anyone going to introduce the prodigal son to Charles's angel? Or you are afraid that I might corrupt her?
Honey, meet my brother, Franklin.
Hi, Franklin.
So, this is the woman that has captured the heart of my brother. No wonder my father wants me to get married, even when he knows I'm not ready.
Well, you know, that's not the reason. She doesn't need to know everything.
Oh, come on, children. Cassandra, once again, you're welcome. Please make yourself comfortable and give me something to drink.
Thank you, Ma. Can I join you in the kitchen?
Oh, nonsense. You're my daughter. You're welcome.
Thank you, Ma.
So, Charlie boy, you failed many times on your promises of homecoming. So, what was it?
I'm so sorry that happened. Honestly, I hate it so much. I hate to see my mom like that, and he knows it. Yeah.
Is he always like that?
Hot-headed. Yeah. You know, he actually went off the radar the very moment he landed this dream job and started making some serious income. He totally forgot his roots.
Well, you did say that we'll be lucky to meet him, and here he is.
Sure. Do you know he actually came back because my dad threatened to disown him?
Oh.
He's very stubborn. He wouldn't have come. I am serious. Enough of him. Tell me, what do you have to say about my family?
Oh, thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
I should be on my way now.
Mom, I insist on following you.
Don't worry. You're my guest. Just sit at home and relax, enjoy yourself. Eat and drink anything you want. I can handle it, okay? I'll see you when I come back.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, have a great day.
Thank you. You take care of yourself, eh?
I will.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Excuse me. What is it?
You did this to me.
I didn't do anything to you. Leave me alone.
You made me like this.
What?
I feel it in your eyes.
Frank, let go of me, please.
I can see that you want me as much as I want you.
What? I don't want you. Stay away from me.
Don't deny it. I know Charles don't get you the way that I do.
Charles gets to me, all right?
Then prove it.
Frank, what happened between us happened
Because I had what you wanted, and I still have it. Yes, I'm the man you love with.
What? I don't love you.
Then prove it. Prove it to me that I'm not the one that you want. What does Charles even have? I have cars. I have a house. I have a great job. I have money. I have it all, unlike Charles.
Apam. Yes. Hola. I really hoped you to stay a little longer.
Oh.
Okay. Gotcha.
Well, we will some other time, Mom. Sandra has a lot to do in school.
Oh, Gladys, just let them be. Huh? Soon enough, you'll have them all to yourself. Both of you should really get going, because if you continue looking at your mother, you'll never leave.
Andrew.
That's the truth.
Yeah, that's right. Both of you should hit the road.
Yeah. So, Frank, you should visit often. The last time you visited, you barely stepped into the house and you went to a party.
Yeah. and I met this beautiful woman, and I can't get her off my head.
You have a woman in your life. When do we get to meet her?
Well, it's complicated for now.
I agree with your brother. Bring her home for dinner.
Yeah.
I'll really be the happiest woman on earth to see my sons get married to amazing women. See, Cassandra, she's so amazing.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Mom, Dad, Frank, we have to get going. Oh, we'll call you when we get home.
Good, good, good.
Please drive safe and take care
Yes,
of yourself.
yes.
You take care of
Be
my
safe.
son. Good care of my son, and you take care of my Cassandra, okay?
You get there. Huh? Good. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Please get going. Get going. Get going. Your woman. Huh?
See you soon.
Charlie. Take care of yourselves.
I miss you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Good. Yeah. Yeah.
What you mean, seem different?
Cassandra, in the past few days, you have been a shadow of yourself. You're not the lively sister I used to know.
Exams around the corner. Hasn't it occurred to you that may be why?
Exams indeed. You and I know that what I am saying is true. Cassandra, look at you. You look so troubled.
I'm not troubled, I'm fine.
Tell me, what is it? What is bothering you? Did anything happen at Charles's place? Please talk to me.
For the umpteenth time, I am fine. Nothing happened. Leave me alone. So whose turn is it to cook today? Is it you or me?
It's you.
Why is it me?
Because it's you.
It's
You're
not-
my elder sister. So
No.
It's your turn.
Because it's cooking now. I'm older than you. You. I'm
Who's that cute?
That's Frank, Charles's brother.
You know. Fine.
Hey, God. No, he doesn't want to come inside. Hi, Frank.
Oh, hi. I just want to drop off something with you and then leave. That's it.
It was good seeing you. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Is everybody see you? You run and go and be greeting. Yeah. What is the meaning of this? What are you doing here? Why are you here? And how did you find out? How did you find out where I live?
Which do you want me to answer first? Let me guess. None.
Does your brother know you're in town?
I didn't drive 4 hours down here to see my brother. What's you?
Huh?
I can drive any miles to see you. I care about you. Yes.
Listen, I don't know what you have going on in your head, but you see what happened the last time can never, ever...
Don't even finish that statement.
I had a situation.
And I was your savior.
Would you stop being so full of yourself and listen to me? I'm with your brother. And like you know, we are getting married on the 24th of next month. So whatever idea that you have clouding your head, delete it.
I can't. Because I love you.
What?
Damn it. This wasn't the right way I was going to say this to you. But yes, I love you and I care about you guys. I really do. Please, look, I can even fight my brother for you.
What?
Please, don't marry him, Cass, please. Please, just be with me, please. Look, I can't stand it, okay? It's going to kill me. I really cannot, please. I know you don't love him. Yes, I've seen the way you look at him. I've seen the way you respond to his touches. Don't even deny it. I know that you care about me. I know that you love me, Cass. I know it. Please, do not spend the rest of your life regretting something you could have done better with.
What? What?
I have something for you. Please take it. Please, look at it.
Michael, I always wanted this.
It's all yours. And there's more. Okay, just be with me. That's all I ask. Take it.
Oh my goodness! Sis, you are so beautiful. Yes. Okay, wait, turn around.
What?
Turn around now. Okay, wait, I am sure that we don't recognize you. I know mom is not alive anymore, but I am certain that she will be proud of the woman that you have become.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, what is it? You look so sad. You shouldn't be sad. It's your wedding day, remember? You should be happy, sis.
I'm happy. I truly am.
What? What is it?
I'm just... wondering if I'm doing the right thing.
Big sis, of course you're doing the right thing. You're not just getting married to anyone, you're getting married to the love of your life. And hey, why would you even say a thing like that? Why? Come on. Are you having a cold feet?
I'm just nervous.
It's okay. Besides, it is not every day Ige gets married, you know.
Sure.
You'll be fine. Trust me. By the time you see Charles standing at that altar, you will forget everything. Come on, let's go. You don't want to keep Charles waiting.
Charles, please stop it. Seriously, stop.
Why?
I'm not feeling this.
Are you okay?
I'm hungry. I haven't had any meaningful thing to eat all day.
Okay, I think I have to get that arranged.
Okay.
Do I love you? I love you.
Okay, I'll be right back. Okay.
Yeah. So fast, were you following us?
Hey, Angel. I thought you'd never ask her.
You were following us.
I would like to think that I'm not a stalker. Now, let us get the hell out of here before your soon-to-be ex-husband comes.
But...
Shh, let's go.
It was up until a month later that I reached out to him using his brother's phone. I reached out so I could apologize for all I did. He didn't deserve a two-timing, cheating woman like me. I really wanted to apologize to him, but it seemed his brother got to him before I did. I say so because the deafening silence I got from his end was enough to it was enough to tell me all I needed to know. From his end, I could hear his poor heart, his poor broken heart getting trampled upon again a second time. So then tell me, Nancy, tell me, who is it that will go through all that and want to coexist in the same space with a culprit like me?
Don't say that. You're not the culprit. If anything, you're the victim here.
No. I brought this upon myself.
Can you please stop saying this about yourself?
running away from the truth does not change the fact. I cheated on him and with his brother. I'm the one that left him on our wedding night. I did too much. I hurt him terribly. I'm not a saint, Lord knows.
It's okay. It's okay.
Mr. Tony, this is unacceptable. I can't take this. We had an agreement, and you know it.
Oh, Chief. I understand how you feel right now, but I also want you to know that the management will not take certain decision without a concrete reason. Whether or not Sandra handles your account, the result is the same.
No, it's not. Cassandra is honest and humble. I need her in this project.
Chief, we have more honest and humble employees in this establishment who will give the same result, if not even better.
Tony, no. It's either Cassandra or nobody. Listen, if you don't take this serious, I will take this contract to another company.
Chief, you signed a contract with us.
Mr. Tony, you are funny. This is where I begin to ask if your legal expertise has hit the wall. I signed this contract with best technology on one condition, that Miss Obiora will handle this contract from the beginning to finish. What are you saying?
Sorry, Chief. Can I ask you something?
Go ahead.
Do you have a special reason you want Cassandra to handle this project? Because honestly, I don't see one. And as the man in charge, I think I am in the right position to deal with my employees the way I see fit. If you ask me, Sandra does not deserve to be here.
No, I'm sorry to tell you this, Mr. Charles. You are just letting go a very big asset.
And do I need to hear that from you? One more thing. Do you have some sort of illness?
Chief. See, I think we'll put one and one together and see what we can do to bring Sandra back on board.
It's okay, Mr. Tony. You seem to understand what is going on more than the man who says he's in charge of the company. But I want to tell you this. You better do the needful.
Thank you, Chief.
I will take my leave.
Have you completely lost your mind? I mean, what is wrong with you? You were just a second away from throwing that shit word at that man. And you think he would have seen you as someone sane enough? Really? Illicit affair? How in the world did you come up with such conclusion?
Listen, Tony, it explains why he's hell-bent on having her back on the project.
It's his project!
And my company.
Oh, do I need to remind you wouldn't have a company to run if all your potential clients had caved out? What's your deal, man?
I don't want her back. I don't want her.
And I'm sure a lawsuit is something you wouldn't want to risk. Or if you want, all I need to do is go out there and represent you.
Well, I am going to convince in my way, but having her back is a no-no.
Charles, that man is as stubborn as you. Or maybe a bit more stubborn than you are.
I see.
it's not... I understand exactly how you're feeling about it. But don't take it too deep inside of you, okay?
You're back. Welcome.
Good day.
What is he doing here?
I think you should go in and take a shower.
The hell I am. Mr. Tony, what are you doing here?
Guess I'll have to be on my way now. Sandra, please do give it a thought and get back to me.
And then what do you have to think about? He wants you to come back. He wants you to come back to his company. And surprisingly, you've made a decision already. Sandra, in case you've forgotten, that guy is out for your blood. And being close to him is only going to make it easier for him to do so. I promise to help find you a job. You don't have to fall into his trap.
There is no trap, Nancy. 24 months after rehab. Best tech company is the only company that has hired my services and with good pay. Look at me. I went job hunting today, girl. It's not easy out there. And you know I'm saving up to get my own place. And so till another job other than Best Tech comes my way, I'm sticking with this one. Because I need that money. I need the salary from Best Tech. I know you promised to help me get a job, but I don't even know how long it will take you to find me one. A bird of hand. You know what they say.
Sandra, it's fine. I understand. But staying at my place, I don't have an issue with it.
Stop it.
I'm not complaining.
Some specifications? Are you kidding me?
Well, I don't have my 32 out for starters.
It is not funny.
Yeah, it's not funny, and that's because I don't joke with business.
You know I never agreed to this. Yet you made this promise to her. What is wrong with you?
Well, Charles, I don't know about you. But when it comes to business for me, I'm all game. I mean, she's right, like she said. She's no longer your employee, but...
I don't care what she is. I do not care what she is. It doesn't change the fact that she gets to go home at the end of every month with a fat check for the next 6 months. But how come you never considered involving me in the process of drawing this contract?
Well, I figured out you were all booked, so I was only doing the favors.
You have to make amendments. Because I cannot have her answering to me. Hell no. To have her staying in that company for another 6 months. You are reworking this.
Oh, that's not a problem. Maybe just make her work from home instead.
You're pushing this, you know.
Tell me something, Charles. You're still having feelings for this girl?
Are you insane?
Exactly so. I mean, I don't see a reason you can't work with her, even if she stands before you with her clothes off. Come on, Charles. You should put this energy into your company and not your anger with her.
I can handle my company. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This better be as fast as possible because I've got other things to do.
It's going to be a good morning indeed.
Well, getting down to business. I will take it that both of you have gone through the documents and so far don't see any need for amendments. Why don't we then put our signatures in them?
Sandra.
Well, that went sweetly, didn't it?
Shall we get down to business? We have a meeting with Chibuikem by 1. I expect you're down and ready.
That's right now.
That sounds more like business.
What the heck was that? Sandra, you see why I'm against you?
It's fine. I'll be fine.
Remember, you have me.
I know.
Be good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Tony.
You're welcome.
How could I ever forget that tables do turn around? Oh, 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 oh. I wish that I could right my wrongs.
Can't you walk properly? Are you a toddler learning how to walk? I never asked, and I do not care. Get into the car. Let's go. Get into the car. I haven't got all day.
Charles, do you ever wonder why I insisted having Cassandra back on the project, even if it means suing you for breach of contract?
I'm actually dying to know, Chief.
Well, That's story for another day. I have gone through your proposal. It's good. I like it. But I would like you to throw more inside on it.
Sir, what we are proposing is a total overhaul of your security system from the outdated analog version to the latest digital platform.
Furthermore, presently we are the most sought after both in IT and communication market. As a matter of fact, we have track record of excellence, and you know it.
That is not in doubt. Since the day Cassandra approached me, I know what you guys can do. But by the way, don't you think that budget of 215 million is on the high side?
Sir, I beg to differ. Like I said earlier, we're upgrading you to the latest digital platform in the global market now. Plus, it comes with a 2 years free maintenance service by our tech team.
It's okay. We'll see what we can do.
All right, sir. I'll stop here.
Do you live around there?
No, I want to get some drugs at the pharmacy. Goodbye, sir. Sir, here's the file for Hillview Resort that you asked for. Mr. Grant of Coca Constructions would like a meeting with you at 2. That's if you're free. And Mr. Maxwell would like to have a dinner meeting with you regarding the Federal Pensioners' quarters.
Okay. In that case, I am taking up Grant. You take care of Maxwell. Right? We have to broker that deal at all costs.
I have been working on it for some time now, so I'm positive we'll pull through this time.
That's good. That's good. One more thing, I need an update on Angel's Enterprise because we have a merger coming up soon. But there are a few properties of theirs I would really need insights on. I need you to ring up the evaluation officer because I want a full report on the evaluation. Do you understand? All right. Fire. Any other thing?
None that I know of.
You may leave now. How is the leg?
It's getting better. It's just a little sore.
It's been 1 week and counting. Don't you think you should see a doctor?
There won't be any need for that. I'm sure before the week runs out, I'll feel so much better.
It's okay. Remember, we need to broker the deal. Be good.
Nancy, stop it. You're serious? Oh my word, when did you send it? So why didn't you call me? Because if you had called me, I would have checked it out. Let me call you back. What can I do for you, sir?
Listen, you don't use the time I pay heavily for your personal whatever.
I'm sorry, I was talking to...
I don't care. I seriously care about things that have to do with my business. Do you have any idea how many times I rang you up, only for you to be highly engrossed in whatever shit you have going on?
I'm sorry, sir. It won't happen again.
You better buckle up. Because leniency is what I don't give away easily. Work on this and get back to me immediately.
Yes, sir.
How could I ever forget that tables do turn around? Oh, 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 oh. I wish that I could right my wrongs and wave this heart in memories. Oh, 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 oh.
Sorry. I'm sorry, I wasn't looking.
Cassandra! How have you been? Please talk to me. How are you?
Get out of my way.
Cassandra, please. Let's talk. Just a minute. Cassandra, please. Let's talk. Please. Please. Cassandra!
Come in.
Mercy, sorry I'm late. Crazy traffic. How is she doing?
I don't know, honestly. Well, I can say she's a bit stable for now. Did you know she's back on the pills?
She's back on the pills? Since when? Wait, since he resurfaced? Nancy, why didn't you tell me?
If I knew, I would have told you. I asked her and she said she wasn't back on it. What was I supposed to do? Keep tabs on her? She's struggling so much as it is and I didn't want to add to her worries.
That bastard. How dare he show his face to her after all he has done to her?
Nita, you need to calm down. You also have to be careful what you see around her. We don't want to make her more worried than she already is.
Those brothers are something else. One on the other hand is crazily mad at her without knowing the truth. And the other had the effort to approach her despite all he has done to her.
I'm really tired of the whole situation, honestly. I don't know what else to do. Please just have a seat. Let me go check on her and see if I can convince her to eat because she has refused to eat anything today.
All right.
Also let her know you're here.
All right. Thank you.
What the heck? What is wrong with you? Didn't I tell you to make sure that deal counts? What were you thinking belling on Mr. Maxwell?
I'm sorry, sir. It wasn't intentional.
Don't tell me you're sorry, because you already sound like a broken radio. Listen, Wait. That's a huge contract you just let slip off like that.
I can make this right.
You can? Because I just got a phone call from Mr. Masro that there will be a cut-out presentation by all interested companies.
I'm so sorry. Something happened yesterday.
I don't care about your stupid explanations. You were given a specific instruction. Now listen to me. Go into Maxwell's good book and broker the deal. I don't know why they think you are such a wonderful asset not to let go. Please go. Get out.
Hi, bro.
What the hell are you doing there?
And what the hell is she doing here? Do you want to tell me what the hell is going on? Why is she here? No, that should not even be the question. Why does she work in your company?
You haven't answered my question. What are you doing here? You lost your job again?
Actually, no. My company is looking to have me work on one of the branches here. So I came to look for apartments. I got in about 3 days ago and I came to see you. To see my brother who seemed to have forgotten about me. Who can't even call to say hi or hello or I'm back and in the country and working on my company. So I'm here.
Good for you. So, when is your transfer up and ready?
Next month. And I might be having Chisom and my son fly over to stay with mom and dad. Probably get a new school and I'm hoping Chisom will like it.
Of course.
Don't you think it's high time you saw her? You weren't even in my wedding.
I watched the video. I saw it. And I've spoken to her many times on FaceTime. I think I've met her enough.
Are we really going around the same circles? Anyway, it's my turn now. Answer my question. Why is Cassie here?
Are you deaf and blind at the same time? She is my employee. Oh, you didn't hear me properly before?
So of all the people to hire, it's Cassie.
Well, Frank, this is my company. You have no business with whatever I do with it. And I would appreciate it if you keep your nose out of my business. Or are you looking for a rekindling moment? I believe she would be glad to have you buried inside her once more.
Are we going through all of that again? Really?
Where are you staying?
A hotel. I was at mom's to see her and she says you haven't even been there to see her since she got back to the country.
I am busy.
Charles, she's on bother.
So Frank, how old is Marco?
1 year and 6 months.
Wow, you really are the man. I just wonder when this dude here will decide to tie the knot.
Well, maybe someday when the right woman comes. I mean, he's got a look, he's got money, and there's no problem. That will be easy. I just pray he doesn't end up with a vixen like he did the first time.
Oh, you're right. The first time was actually hell.
Pretty much hellish. Speaking of which, why is she working in my brother's company?
I thought I told you not to stick your nose into my business.
I'm just looking out for you.
Who asked for your help?
Look, bro. I deserve whatever tone that you use on me. But that would not stop me from caring about you. Have you forgotten what she did to you? To us?
I think you should stop talking.
She wrecked us. She wrecked you. Our family. Have you forgotten so soon? What is wrong with you, bro?
Frank, if you really want to get home in peace to your wife and son, shut the hell up. I owe you no explanation. Mind your business.
Mom and Dad will not like the idea of her being around. And you know it.
Jesus Christ. You're asking for it and you know it.
Guys.
You are asking for it and you know that.
It's okay. Just hang it there. Come on, you guys shouldn't be like this whenever you meet. You're brothers for Christ's sake. And what happened between you two is in the past. Apparently, somebody doesn't share the same view.
Tell him to shut up. I do not want him to speak.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday, Poké! Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Oh my God! Yes! It's your birthday song. Happy birthday, Poké. Come and hug mommy. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Mom.
I
really appreciate
Mom,
you know.
yeah.
Let it fall.
I let the balloons scatter everywhere. It's part of the celebration.
Yeah. Birthday boy. But Mom, I don't know.
Are you not happy to see us here?
Of course I am. Yeah, you know, I haven't come around for some time now because I've been quite busy.
Yeah, same old excuse all the time. But it's okay, it's all right. We're here now. Your mom is here, your dad, your brother. We're all here as a family to celebrate your birthday.
But Mom, I have grown. I am no longer a child.
Mm.
Should I be doing all this?
I know you're all grown and healthy now, but you're still mommy's boy. You're still my baby. For the past 3 years, I've had to celebrate your birthday on the phone. So this year is different. We're here to celebrate your birthday with your family. We're going to have fun. We miss you.
I miss you all. So where are the others?
They are coming.
Calm down, right? I think you should allow your mother to do the thing. You know how stubborn she can be sometimes.
Excuse me.
Yeah, bro. I think you should let Mom do her thing.
Exactly.
Besides, my wife will be here soon to help out. So I think we should go have some fun.
Yeah, go.
Dad, you coming?
Go with your son. Go have fun. Go have fun. Oh, happy birthday, darling. Happy birthday, my baby. I have to bless my son. God grant you more years, more life, more wins.
Amen.
You will live to see your great-grandchildren.
Amen.
You will grow in health. Well, oh, God will bless you. More money, everything, go. By the time you come, everything is ready. Mom will prepare everything before you come back. Oh, my God. I'm so happy. Excuse me, go. Oh, God. This is nice. Let me go to the kitchen and start preparing food. I'm so excited. Super excited.
Cassandra. Oh, thank God I met you here. I was in your office, but Binta said it wasn't quite long you left.
Yes.
Are you on your way home?
Yes.
Please, can you stop briefly at CEO's house? He instructed you get this to him before dusk.
You're asking me to go to his house?
Of course.
Aren't you the one that said he's not coming in today due to some personal reasons?
That doesn't stop him from giving out orders, does it?
Why me though? I don't even know his house.
More reason you have this piece of paper addressed to his house. So please, do that. You have it? All right. See you.
I think your next celebration, we're going to San Francisco, right? For your next birthday. I like it. All right, cheers. Cheers. Cheers, right? Yeah.
Hey, birthday boy. What the hell is this devil's incarnate doing here?
Charles.
Charles,
Does she work for you?
work for who? Charles, I'm talking to you. Is this true?
Answer your mother.
Mom. Yes, I employed her myself and Charles wasn't aware until his return recently.
Employee? Really? After all she did to our family? Jeez. And you have no shame. After all you did, after the pain you caused my sons, you have the nerve to step your foot here. How can you be so insensitive? Get out! Rubbish.
This is the infamous Cassandra. That girl has no shame at all.
Hey, I am sorry I took so much. Sorry guys, why is everybody wearing the wrong face? What did I miss?
Ah, never mind. The party goes on. The party goes on.
How could I ever forget that tables do turn around? Oh, 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 oh. I wish that I could right my wrongs and wave this heart and memories. Oh, 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 oh. How could I ever forget that tables do turn around? Oh, 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 oh. I wish that I could right my wrongs.
Can you just wait for a second?
For what? So you can mock me some more? Bash me, you want to? Get right into it. Call me names because I deserve it.
Would you just be quiet?
Quiet? You want me to be? Charles, eternally quiet. Would that be all right for you? Quiet enough to get out of your sight for good? Because guess what? I think you just got it in there.
Go ahead. Go ahead, rant. The last time I checked, I wasn't the one trespassing.
I did not trespass. You asked that I bring you this. Take it.
Are you out of your mind?
How was I to know you had other plans? Look at you. I know you hate me and all, but you didn't have to invite me to your birthday party so you could humiliate, belittle, and cause me scorn. That's so low. Very low. Even for you. Apparently, I was foolish to have thought that you and I can coexist as civil human beings. I was wrong. Last I left you, I didn't say goodbye. But not this time. Goodbye, Charles.
Cassandra,
Charles, I don't understand. I mean, you got what you've always wanted, getting her out of your life. Why are you still so bothered?
It's not like that, Sonny. Something is not just right.
Yeah, something can't be right when you decided to pull that stunt on her. Charles, you don't know how much this girl has been trying to survive in your presence in the last 4 months. Not to talk of her apprehension whenever your brother comes around. I mean, that's the last straw.
But I didn't do anything.
Asking Alfred to get her bring some files to your house doesn't sound like doing nothing. And you have already put me in a bigger mess. Chidima will not sleep in the room again. She has taken to sleeping in the guest room because she realized I've been keeping her in the dark about her sister. I was eventually going to tell her, but you ruined everything, Charles.
I never asked him to do such. Yes, I asked him to bring me the files, but I never said he should send someone else.
Alfred said he called you to tell you that he had an emergency, and you asked him to send Sandra instead.
I didn't receive such calls. Hold on.
No idea why you're here, but you need to leave.
Not before saying so.
Listen, being stubborn and adamant will lead you nowhere. So get out.
You're the one being stubborn here. I want to see her because you need to talk.
Talk? You mean the one she's been trying to have with you for months? You're the reason she fell back on the pills. You're the reason I left my engagement party only to come back to this house short of Sandra with just a note that says I quit. I mean, I should be asking you where the hell she went to.
She left.
Why do you look so surprised? Tell me, isn't that what you've always wanted? Well, congratulations, Mr. Charles. You've succeeded. She's out of your life for good, so get lost.
I want to see her.
Leave this house.
Baby, that's okay. Let me handle this.
No, baby, no. I need this man to leave this house this minute.
Listen to me. Don't worry. Go in. Let me handle this. Okay? Cassandra is not here, but I might know where she is. The problem is, why should I give you such information? Tell me why.
Because I want to see her.
What for? So you would heap more insult and accusations on her like your parents did? I don't understand. How could you all peg her as the criminal despite all she has been through in the hands of your brother? I mean, if she's a monster, what's your brother? A saint?
What my brother did to her, I doubt that. Listen, Cassandra has a good track record of leaving people behind.
That's what he told you? That Cassandra left him? Now I know why you are delusional. But that makes me wonder, why do you want to see her? I mean, you have dealt with her enough. Believed what you want to believe. What more do you want?
I have a question. And she's the only one that has answers to my question.
I still don't think it's right for you to see her like this. Because the past few days have been tough for her.
But like I said before, Doctor, you have every right not to trust me. But believe me, I don't want her. I just need us to talk.
Okay, if you say so, I'll take you for your word. Follow me.
After you.
Okay.
Why are you here?
Sandra, I need us to talk. And nothing else.
What's there to talk about?
Everything. There's a lot to talk about. I need to know everything.
What do you want to know that you do not already know about? I cheated on you. Cheated on your brother. Ruined your life. What more?
The truth.
I just said it.
Listen, Cassandra. I need to know your own side of the story. Over time, I have judged based on a one-sided story. Now, I am ready to hear you out.
What difference does it make?
I still want to hear it. Everything.
It's true that I cheated on you. Shamelessly. With your brother. It's also true that I hurt you beyond reasonable doubt. But the truth is, I was scared. I didn't want to end up like my mother. I wanted something different. Something stable. Then Frank came along.
He seemed like a formidable force. And he knew how to push. Charles? You remember 4 years ago when I was preparing for my degree exams and my school fees were unpaid? You didn't have the money. And there was no way the invigilators would let me into the exam hall without presenting my school fees receipt. I got so desperate. I had to do the needful.
What did you do?
That was when I met Frank.
It's a seasonal food. I think I prefer it with coconut. Would you like to eat it with coconut or with pear?
Probably coconut, Dad.
Coconut?
Yeah.
Oh, I wish she'd just be, jiffy. In a jiffy, she will bring it.
Oh, she's here.
Oh, aha. Good. Coconut. Yeah. That's it. Coconut. Take a bite.
Okay.
Take a bite of it. Good. Oh.
He's here, Dad.
Chance. Wait. I think he needs to join us too.
He needs to join us.
Oh, that's good. He's here. He will have to join with us.
Oh.
Yes. You're welcome, huh?
I'm just about to call you.
Yeah. Hey! Stop that, Chas!
You idiot!
Chas, what's the matter with you? Wait, hey! Stop that madness!
What do you want to do?
No! What's the meaning of this? Have you completely lost your
I have lost it, Dad! I have lost it!
What?
Because this bastard here does not deserve to see the light of the next day. You're a mad dog. What's this all about? Wait, is this a pent-up anger of years ago? Of course it is. Yes, because you lied. You lied about everything. Oh, I should have known. Because you've been a lying freaking bastard all your life. And you did it with Cassandra. Oh. Frank. This is about that bitch. This is about the whore? Are you freaking out of your mind? Is this about the girl who ruined this family? You ruined this family, not her. You did. Because you convinced her. You made her believe you had everything to take care of her. You made her question her decision of being with me. As if that wasn't enough. You took her away from me on the night of our wedding. Our wedding night, Frank. And you left her in that godforsaken city to the brutality of those your rascals you call friends.
Oh my God.
Of course I found out. I did.
Is it true? I mean, is his analogy the truth?
Dad, do you seriously believe the nonsense coming out of his mouth? How can you even think that I could do such a thing?
Of course you did it. I believe her.
I believe everything she said because you are a manipulative idiot. And she was a victim of your brutality.
Enough, Charles. I seriously can't believe that you're standing up for that witch of a girl. Have you been suddenly bewitched by her? If your brother said he didn't do it, he didn't. And I trust him.
How could you say them like that? Tell me, how could you say them like that?
Because I can. Because it's my son. I will defend and protect him anytime, anywhere. And you stop letting that girl get into your head and get rid of her from your company.
I am shocked, mother. I am flabbergasted that this is coming from you. Yes, you hate her. I get it. But that doesn't stop you from seeing this naked truth staring you in the face, mother. Frank gave her up as a settlement of his debt. He knows it.
I thought they said that once beaten, twice shy. But it seems that you haven't learned anything. She's using you again like she used you before. Open your eyes, brother.
My eyes are open. My eyes are open to see you for the demented bastard that you are. You are an idiot. You know nothing. No, swear it. That you never gave her up for your sickening gambling addiction. She was pregnant for you. She had your child. She was going to tell you the good news. Though she dreaded you would ask her to do the usual. Still, she was happy. What happened? When she got home, you weren't there. Only for her to see the stupid note you dropped for her saying it was nice having her. Wasn't it? She lost that child. After your stupid friends had their tongues in her. Now, mother, tell me who is the bigger victim here? Say it.
I knew it. I perceived there's something more to what the eyes could see about her. But never in my wildest imagination could I have ever imagined she went through all this. Frank, your brother is an idiot.
I wasn't going to believe her. I was just going to ignore her and walk away. But immediately she said something about gambling. I remembered I gave my father a huge amount of money to clear Frank's debts. Just then I realized she wasn't faking anything.
And how he managed to lie through this so swiftly and made everyone hated her, not knowing she's the biggest victim. She must have been through a lot. I mean, how was she able to live with this? I just can't imagine this.
Say what doesn't kill a man makes him strong. That's what I see in her. She was there. But a lot has changed about her. She's too withdrawn. She's no longer the woman I used to know. The woman I saw that very day. Right now, I am scared. I am scared that she might do something else. to hurt herself.
Come on, Charles. Let's stay positive and believe and hope she doesn't do more to hurt herself than she already did.
I believe, I hope. I have been meaning for us to talk. Sandra, I think you need to see a therapist.
A therapist?
Yes. It's going to be the best thing for you right now. You see, you've been able to live through your pain. Picking yourself up, getting a job. But I think it's high time you have to face it. Honestly, you haven't dealt with this pain and trauma the way you should. Yes.
I do not need therapy.
You need it. Believe me, you need it. I am going to tell you something. You see, it was therapy that helped me after you left. You know, I had so many questions going through my head why you should leave and all that. I turned to drinking. I smoked. Hurt myself a lot. But then I met Dr. Jonas. He was my therapist. He helped me. He talked me through the pain. And there I met my wonderful friend, his son, Tony.
Is that how Dima and Tony met? Through you?
No. I really don't have a part in their union. I think they met on social media. I didn't get to know the identity of the woman he was getting married to when I got back. Cassandra, it is high time you forgive yourself. Because you haven't really forgiven yourself. And until you do it, you won't be well.
Just put yourself together. I know you can do this, okay? Thank you. Let's go.
Cassandra, truly I do not know what to say. No words. I have nothing. You may have hurt my son Charles when you took off with Frank instead. But what he put you through, no person should ever have to go through that. Please, I want you to understand that I'm not in a position to lecture you on how to run your life. But all I'm asking for is that you should forgive Frank.
Charles. Cassandra. I do not know what to say or how to even go about it. I never knew the extent of the damage that I caused you until that word rang over and over in my head that you were pregnant and you lost the baby because of me. I am a fool. I am a bastard. I am a big idiot. I am all of that, and I do not deserve your forgiveness. But please, please, forgive me. Please.
Cassandra, I told Charles to bring you here today so that as a family, we can apologize to you. But before then, just give me a minute. Cassandra, ever since you came into this family, you have caused us so much pains and agony. And I want you to leave my family in peace. This is a divorce paper you did not sign then. I want you to sign it now.
Mom,
please!
While we're here.
Please, allow me to handle this. Cassandra, I have forgiven you for everything you did. But please, sign this divorce paper and leave my family in peace. I am tired of seeing my sons fighting every day because of you. Sign this paper and leave my family in peace. Please, I want my family to be in peace.
Are you going to stand there staring at me? Come on in. Cassandra, between us it's been a tortuous and terrific journey. A past best forgotten.
Charles, There's no point laying wreaths over yesterday's crimes. Like your mother rightly pointed out, my exit is the avenue for peace to reign in your life.
Sandra, I have grown, and you have grown too. We're no longer the people we used to be 3 years ago. I am now a man. I live my life for no one. I am over everything that happened. But one bitter truth is, I still care for you. I still have feelings for you. I still love you. I still want you. I am thinking we can put behind us everything that happened and see if we can make it work out. That's what I'm thinking.
Sincerely, you can't be saying that after all that has happened. But I get it. You're being a gentleman. The loving man I once loved and married. But hey, there's so much water under the bridge.
Honestly, I do not hold the past against you.
Yet the past cannot be ignored. I am grateful though. Finally, you've been able to forgive me for all I did to you. At this point, Charles, you'll agree with me that it's in the best of our interests to end this here, now.
What do you want to do? You don't have to do that. You don't have to do it. Sandra.
Goodbye, Charles.
tables do turn around. Oh, 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 oh. I wish that I could right my wrongs and wave this heart and memories. Oh, 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 oh. How could I ever forget that tables do turn around? Oh, 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 oh. I wish that I could right my wrongs and wave those hearts and memories. Oh, 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 oh. Let me pretend that everything is okay. Maybe with time, this feeling will fade away. Let me pretend that everything is okay. Maybe with time, this feeling will fade away. Let me pretend that everything is okay. Maybe with time, this memory will fade away. Let me pretend that everything is okay. Maybe with time, everything will fade away. How could I ever forget that tables do turn around? Oh, 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 oh. I wish that I could right my wrongs and wave those hearts and memories. Oh,